Casey Healey, Director here at Century 21 Newcastle, back for you for our Monday wrap, keeping Newcastle investors up to date on what's happening in the current rental market, tips, tricks and strategies to maximise your return on your investment. Morning, Nick.
Morning.
As always, Nicole joins us, our investor consultant. Missed that spiel. What's happening? Different location today. We're in Nick's office. We've got a film crew here in the office today, so watch out for our new branding videos that'll drop in a good 4 weeks, I dare say, by the time they're edited and things, but exciting stuff happening.
It is. So we brought our lighting into here today.
Yeah, so different backdrop, same education content. So what's happened this week?
So this week, as a team, we had 7 open for inspections, and that included our Saturdays. So the team were out obviously doing inspections. We had 14 applications received. 2 properties were leased last week, but obviously from Saturdays open, the girls, the property management team will work on processing those applications.
I think we ended up with 4 opened on Saturday. One was a new property at Mayfield that we just listed Friday, so stuck that one on the end for a Saturday inspection. One of the Saturdays, actually one was cancelled because we leased the unit in the Verve, the one better, and then we had the one at Council Street. So we should, I think we've got 3 properties for lease at the moment, so stock is very limited, but...
Yeah, we have a couple more popping on, so... Yeah,
Nicole's going to fill the back up.
Yeah, we will, definitely, absolutely.
Now, I thought we'd chat today about purchasing a property with tenants. So recently, one of our team members, Nicole, she purchased a new investment property and she bought it with tenants. Now, there was a few things that were unforeseen during that process in relation to purchasing with tenants. So I thought we'd break down on what they were moving forward and chat about those. So Nick, what was your first learning from purchasing with tenants?
So we did take vacant possession of the property. So when we did inspect the property, we inspected while the tenants were in the property. So obviously you can't see everything. So their furniture is in there as well.
First thing was that Nick decided she didn't want to keep those tenants. Now there was reasons behind that, was because they weren't paying market rent was one, which meant that we would have had to put through a substantial increase on the rent. And the second thing was that they weren't really looking after the property. So because they weren't covered under a fixed lease, Nicole was able to ask for vacant possession on settlement. So they were 2 big points that you need to consider when purchasing with tenants is, are they good tenants and looking after the property? What's their lease and how long have they got left? And is the property at current market?
Yeah. The next thing I think I would do next time is actually do my pre-settlement in daylight.
Yes.
So I did that. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was getting a little bit dark. So to be fair, it was probably stuff I couldn't really go back on, but it was also stuff I did miss because of the lighting in there as well. So that would be my first thing.
And that's a good point. We never do a vacate or an ingoing in our office after 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock because of that reason, that the lighting's not good enough to actually see in detail what's going on at the property, marks on walls, things like that.
Yeah, that's right. And I think because that was my first inspection, then there was a few things pop up that I have to do. So I'm going to repaint, or I'm in the middle of repainting that property because there is quite a lot of marks in there. So we want it nice and fresh for the tenants as well.
Type of property, quality of property determines the type of tenant and the quality of tenant you're going to get.
Yeah, definitely. And the other thing, on the weekend we discovered that there's been a drain completely covered in the backyard. So we were trying to work out where the drainage point was from the fall in the backyard, and it was covered quite significantly with matting, plastic and dirt. So that's just added an extra thing, I suppose, and that's something that we had to, factor into. It wasn't a matter of taking over, like getting keys, moving tenants in. We've had to allow for those couple of weeks.
Yeah, so it's always about allowing for the vacancy once you do take over and take ownership of the property for tenants to move in, for leasing, that type of thing, but also for repairs and maintenance and unforeseen repairs and maintenance. So you would have had a building inspection done on the property, but this wasn't found at a building inspection.
No, that's exactly right. And on that day, I recall from our building inspection, it was a really bad weather day, but it was the only day we got it done. We had to get it done. But yeah, we just checked that flow of the yard on the weekend.
So a couple of things, couple of takeaways around that is know that you're buying a property with quality tenants. Know that the rent is at market value. budget for a vacancy period in between settlement and new tenants moving in, and budget for some repairs and maintenance that are going to pop up.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm sure, you know, we hope we can get everything done, but until a tenant's living in a property, we know we've never lived in there, so there could be some extra things that we've had to budget in just to go, well, we'll keep that there just in case.
That's it. That's us for this week. If you've got any subjects, topics you want us to talk about, please do reach out and let us know. If you're buying a property, have these conversations early so we can put you on the right track to ensure that we're meeting your financial goals and investment goals, and also helping you achieve those. I'm Casey Healey, Director here at Century 21.
Nicole Hoare, Investor Consultant here at our agency.
We'll talk with you next week. Bye.